I told you in the last class also that please go through the syllabus, and if there is anything you want to ask, in that case, please keep those things ready, your doubts. So I will try to clarify all those here in the session after I complete uh, the further discussion on MS Word. Okay. So I am first going to start with the remaining topics of MS Word, and I'm going to complete that at first, and then we will have some discussion, question answer session, and doubt clearing. And once that part is over, then I will start with Excel. I hope this much is clear. My plan for today's class. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do today is first is autocorrect. In many cases, you might have seen that when you are writing something, automatically the spellings get corrected. Like say, for example, here if I write, uh, say I'm writing TEH and I press space bar, you can see that it automatically gets converted into THE. Okay. Similarly, something more, I don't know what are the words in general, but see, it is showing error. Maybe so whatever words are stored in the system, in the library, under the autocorrect feature, those words get auto-corrected even if we type it in incorrect manner. So those things we can do it, like say suppose one word we use multiple times, like say certificates. Suppose this word I need to use in my document multiple times, and when I'm typing it very fast, sometimes the spelling mistake may occur. So I want that whenever I type even 2, 3 different variations of the spelling, incorrect spelling, automatically it will always get corrected to the correct spelling. So in that case, we can use autocorrect feature. All right. So for that, what we need to do, just a second, uh, close the. Yeah. So for that, what we can do, the steps to go to it, I was just writing these before the class for you so that it is ready. So you can take a screenshot of these steps. These are the some of the things that we are going to work with today. That is basically we are going to explore few of the options in file file tab. Okay. So in file tab, we have one button called options. So here we get certain options that we can through which we can control the way the document appears, the way certain features appears, and so on. So those things we can check over here. So what we should do, we need to go to file, we come to options. Now when you are working with this particular dialog box, be extra careful, because here whatever changes you are making, that is going to make change in your MS Word file. All right. So whatever changes you are making, that you need to do very carefully. Okay. So what I am going to do right now, I want to do some kind of autocorrect feature so that even if a wrong spelling is typed, automatically that will get corrected. All right. So I need to go to see, I have written the steps here. If you want, you just take a screenshot of this also once for your reference. Please take it now. So these three things we will do one by one. Okay, all the three options are available under file options. So for autocorrect feature, we go to file options and proofing. So I come to file options. On the left hand side, you can see different type of categories of the options that are there. So from here we can choose. So right now what we want to do, we want to do autocorrect feature. So it is available under proofing. Okay. Under proofing, just see the first option, autocorrect option. So change how word corrects and formats text as you type. So it is quite self-explanatory. So you can click on this autocorrect option button and just see here. We have these things. These are the features. See, autocorrect tab is there. There are various tabs. See, auto format, actions, math autocorrect, and so on. So what we are doing, we are working with autocorrect only. Okay. So I choose autocorrect. Now here, just in this box, please see this carefully at first. I will again repeat as with some other examples. Right now, just see. Here you can see this preview box, and here you can see on the left hand side the alphabets or that combination, the word is written, and on the right hand side, it is written that it will be replaced with what. Okay, so right now, if we write in small c within these small brackets, in that case, first bracket, in that case, it will automatically get converted into this symbol which represents copyright, right? Similarly, see, we have this R. R is for registered companies. So if you're writing company name and then R you want to write over there in that manner to represent that registered symbol, in that case, if you write R in this manner, automatically it will be converted into R within that circle. Similarly, now I have shown you the example of THED. So I'm going to see this TE. See, I type TEH. I hope you can see this. I type TEH and automatically gets corrected to THE. All right. Similarly, say I want to do something for certificate, right? So here I am writing, say CERTEFECAT. This is incorrect spelling, but I want that whenever I type like this, if this mistake is there in the spelling, it will automatically be replaced with the correct spelling of certificate. All right. I hope this you can see now on the screen. So I have written an incorrect spelling. Okay. And I want to replace it with the correct spelling. So see, if Word finds that I'm typing a new word which is not in the list already, what it will do, see, it is showing this add button. Earlier it wasn't there, right? So just when I typed a new word here, so this add button comes up automatically. So I click on add. So it is added in the list. Okay, so click OK and just OK. It's done. Now see here, when I am typing that incorrect spelling, CERTEFECATE, and I press space bar, see, automatically it gets corrected. All right. So I hope this option, at least this work that we are doing, I hope this work is clear to you. Is this work clear to you? What I did just now with autocorrect feature? I have made an entry for an incorrect spelling, and so that it gets automatically corrected with the correct spelling, right? So this is called autocorrect. So we can type different variations of the incorrect spelling in that box. We can add it to the list. So whenever we type that, automatically it will be converted into that. Okay, is this clear? Autocorrect option. Okay, thank you. So I'm just repeating the process now once again, just quickly. So I go to File, Options, Proofing, Autocorrect Options button. Here we can check this. We can check the list also. So many things are already there, and we can enter some other spellings as well. So now I am writing CERTIFECATE, another incorrect spelling of this, and I am replacing it with the correct spelling of it. Okay, so I click on add. I do a copy of this so that I can remember. Now click OK. And here if I type this incorrect spelling and do money with whatever spelling you want, you can replace it with that. Okay. So is this clear? Yes. Okay. So this is one that we have done. Another thing is, I hope you remember previous day I have shown you something related to this layout, right? So here in layout, you can see this indentation which is given. Please see my mouse pointer. It is in centimeters, right? cm, centimeters. Size. If you go to page setup size, you can see it is coming in centimeters. Can you see this? These centimeters here, the unit of measurement is centimeters. If you go to paper size here also, all this is coming in centimeters, right? Okay, so this unit of measurement is coming in centimeters. All right. Did you notice that? Please respond. The unit of measurement in MS Word on my screen currently is in centimeters. Okay, and I want to change it to something else. let us see what are the other units available and we want to convert it to those. So for that, what we can do, again, in file options, we have this particular feature available, file options, and we have advanced, and here you can see we have somewhere this, yes. In the display section, you can see show measurements in units of scale. It is centimeters. Can you see this? Okay, and we have other options like inches, millimeters, points, and picas. This is their own different units that it can be provided in the software. So these are the different options that the software provides. So if you want to convert it to inches, you can take inches from here and just click OK. It's done. Now, if you come to now, maybe size, now see here, it is showing in inches. Can you see this change? Are you able to understand this change in the units of measurement? Now this double quote sign represents inches, right? So now it is showing you this, all these measurements in inches. Sorry, not in this, here in the size or orient, in the margins also, it is showing you in inches. Okay, so is this clear? Okay, thank you. So in this manner, we can change the measurement units from centimeter to inches or something. As per our requirement, we can change it. Okay. Next is. Hello, is there anyone? Please mute yourself. A lot of noise is coming. Okay, thank you. So next is I'm going to this third one. That is, suppose sometimes like when we are writing any comment in our document or this, last day I have shown you somewhere adding the comment and in that, what should I say, we have used this notes, and also in these cases, the author name is coming, right? So in that case, what is that author name, or when a file is saved, in that case also some properties it shows. Like say, for example, if I right click on a file name, I can go to properties. And here we can see that who is the author, this details, who is the author, revision number, and when was it created, and so on. So suppose when you are working on a file, you want your name to appear as the author name. It may happen that your laptop is given from the company, or your system is given from the company, and there in the file information everywhere, the company name is appearing. But suppose you want that your name will come. Okay, so in that case, how to go about it? We can again go to file, options, and here we have in general, you can see this personalize your copy of MS Office. So here the username and the initials, these things you can change. Like saying username, suppose here I want to write my name, and in the initials, I want to write just MA. So I can do this. I click OK. And now whatever comments or something, if I add in my document, there the author name will come as my name. Okay, so sometimes we require that those things also. So like say, for example, here, suppose I want to add a new comment here. Okay, so I come to this and I click on add new comment. Now, can you see this? Now my name is coming, right? So I can add a comment here that see, I want to just take personalized or copy of the code file. So this is a comment, and that's it, which I have added to this. And if I just want to hide it, I can do that. And if I want to see all these, that also is available. Okay, so now here see reviewing plan. If I am going here, see for earlier the username was something else, and right now the username is different. So accordingly, it is showing me the comments here. Okay, so we will go work more with this. So I have removed the comment. So now it is gone. So this way we can handle or we can change the file property. You can make your name also appear in the file properties like this. All right. Is it okay up to this? Just see, we have worked on 3 things. One is autocorrect. Second is how to change the unit of measurement. And the third thing is working with some file properties, that is your name or something. And you can personalize it. Okay, so I'm just also posting those steps here as well for your reference. So this is for autocorrect. And this is for changing the No, it is not taking enter key here in the chat box. So just see, try to understand it from there. And then change the file property. So this also I am changing it in this way so that you can refer it properly. Okay, so these are the things that we have done. Please keep that with you for reference. Yes, Anuj, the comments will appear. We will be working with that now for reviewing the document. So we will be working with that. Okay, so up to this, I hope it is clear. Yeah. So some of you have responded. Thank you. So shall we proceed now to the next topic? Yeah. Now we will be working with the review tab. Okay, so previous class, we have worked till mailings, mail merge, and from here now we move on to the review tab. Now this review tab is very, very important in the sense that suppose multiple people are working on the document and you want to keep a track of that. Or maybe suppose you are reviewer of a document, you have you have prepared one document and you have sent suppose you have prepared a document and you have sent it for review to your manager. Now your manager has made certain comments, has made certain changes also. But if it is simply edited over here like this, just deleting something and writing something, you won't be able to understand which changes your manager has made, right? So for that, basically for review of the document that someone else has made certain changes and you want to see those, you want to review those, and accordingly you will be accepting it or rejecting it in your document, right? So for that, we use the feature called tracking, track changes. Okay. So suppose this document is I have prepared and I am sending it for review. Fine. So before sending it, I will just enable this track changes. So once you click on this track changes, right now I'm working with the default properties. Okay. So once this track changes is there and I save the document and send it for review. Now the reviewer has seen that here this put word is not appropriate, but it should be replaced with place. Okay, instead of put, it should be written as placed. So the reviewer has deleted this and writing it as place. Okay, place or type the website URL. All right. So here you can see immediately this put, I have pressed delete button from the keyboard, but what this document has done, as track changes is enabled, it is giving a strike off over here, and then the new word is typed in a different format. Okay. Similarly, maybe one more change I made. Instead of text, I want this to be deleted, and I want it to be written as the say content to display. Okay, so you can see this. It is easily, you can see now when you are receiving this document, the reviewer has made the changes, saved it, and sending it back to you. So when you are able to see these, so now you can see that yes, these are the changes. So if you want to accept, you can accept it. If you want to reject, you can reject it. Now, when you are on the left hand side, can you see this line, this gray colored line? Please follow my mouse pointer on screen. This is basically to show or hide this. Now, as I clicked on it, now it has turned into red, right? And now you can see it is showing me the updated content here. Okay? It is showing me updated content. Okay? But if I want to see that what change has been made, what was originally here and now what is the change, so I can click on this. See, can you see this tool tip which is appearing on the screen? When I put my mouse pointer on it, show tracked changes, right? So if I click on this, now see it is showing me the details. Is it clear up to this? Is it clear up to this? Please respond in the chat box. Is it clear up to this? Or shall I repeat? It's clear. Okay. Okay, so I continue with this. So this is how we can view the changes that we have made. Now, suppose this change I want to accept or reject. So how to go about that? So first you have seen that when how to work with track changes. When we enable it and send it to the reviewer, whatever changes the reviewer is making, all those things will be reflected in some different color, and it will show you the changes made over here. Now, suppose for this, say I'm changing the color. Suppose I want to make it, say, red color. Now, this also you can see that this is also coming as a comment here. Can you see this? Formatted font color red. Understood? So this way we can see the changes made. Okay. Now, excuse me. I'm going to review tab now. Here now you can see just besides this tracking section, we have another section called changes. Now here we have these options. Can you see this? Accept or reject. Don't click on accept tick directly. Just click on this drop down. Now, can you see this? These are multiple options that are available under accept command. So accept and move to next. In your document, there may be 50 changes that the reviewer has made. So do you want to examine each and every one and move to the next like this? So it will automatically accept the current one and take you to the next change made. You don't want to review and you just want to accept all the changes. So that also you can do at once. Next is accept all changes and stop tracking. When your work is done, you want to accept all the changes made by the reviewer and just you want to stop tracking. So that also is possible. So it is up to you which option you want to choose. So suppose the first one I want to accept and move to next. So I click on this. Okay. See. Can you see this? It is accepting every change character by character in this way. That was a word. So that is why it is doing it like this. Okay. Now see, this one is completed. This particular change here, whatever changes I have made, I press one space bar, I removed that word, then entered another word. So all these 3-4 changes I have accepted. And then now it has taken my cursor to this one. Now, as soon as the changes are accepted, can you see this? No tracking bar, nothing is coming here. It is removed now because I have accepted the changes. Now here, suppose this one, I want to reject. So I can go to this reject change. See. So deleted is removed, right? So now, so that delete formatting is removed. Now this one, for this again another change is there, that is I have inserted this content. So suppose I want to accept this particular one. So I click on accept this change. It can be done in this way. Okay, so in this manner, you can just see that how you want to accept the changes or reject the changes, or you can do it at once for the whole document, or you can do it one by one as per your requirement. All right, so this is how you can see this. Also, there are certain options like you can explore a little more, like say show markup, that is comments markup, whether you want to see it or not. Say I don't want to see the comment markup, so I can remove this. Okay, so I can select it and then show markup and it is removed. Now it was already earlier given, so that is why it is showing it like this. So which type of formatting or this thing you want to remove, you want to see, all those tick on and off you can do this. Okay. Also, if I select this, it is for comment. So I can click on this and suppose if I want to accept, so just I can click on accept or this. If I click on accept all changes and stop tracking, automatically it will accept, and this track changes option will be now again removed. So I click on this. Now see, this is disabled, this is accepted, and the document is like this. Okay, so this is how we can work with the tracking of the documents. We can send it to multiple people. They can make some editing, and maybe suppose it's a group project, group work. So you have created a draft and then it is sent to or shared with multiple people. Multiple people are making changes. Whoever is making the changes, all those changes will be added with their username. I hope you remember this username which I mentioned here, which I have shown you here, right? Uh, and this username. So whatever username is entered in their system at that place, so those changes will be there with the username. If different users are there, you can see that in this reviewing pane, you will get the comments made by different users. Say for example, let me make once again just 2-3 quick changes. Suppose this one I remove. Sorry. I need to first enable it. Track changes is enabled. Now this one I am removing. Okay, so this is one change. Now I go to file options and let me just change the username to ABC. I click OK, and now I am making this change. Now can you see this? First one username came, second one, if some right now I'm doing it on the same system, so I'm just trying to show you that how the comments will come with different username. So ABC deleted this. So the suppose you have given it to two different users. So first user has made this change, second user has made this change. So you can get the list like this. So accordingly, you can select one and accordingly you can accept or reject this. So this way also you can review all the changes made by different users or multiple users on your document, and accordingly you can accept or reject the changes made by them. So in this way, you can have better control on your document, and it helps also to manage the changes made in the same document by different users in much more, you can say, user-friendly manner. Okay, so I hope up to this it is clear. Is this fine? So we have worked with autocorrect. We have worked with basically file options, few option examples I have shown you. And we have worked with track changes, and we have worked with that how we can set that this track changes, accept or reject it. Achha, there is one more, just little more customization to this I can show you. That is I have told you earlier also that in the sections wherever we get this icon, this particular icon, that means that there are some more options available for it in form of a dialog box. Okay. So in this, if we click on this, it will show us, it will give us more. further options available. So here we can check this. See, change username. From here also we can change the username. It takes us directly to this particular dialog box. Another thing is we can click on advanced options. Okay, click on advanced options and be very careful. Carefully work on this. It is showing you the different formatting options. By default, some format is there, but if you want, you can change the format as per your requirement also, or as per your preferences. Say, for example, the first one, insertion. You remember, just I'm showing you here. See here, I want to write content to, I enable the track changes and I'm writing here to be displayed. Okay. So I'm showing the track changes here. Now, can you see this? This word which I have inserted is coming in orange color and is underlined, right? The word that I want to insert here is coming in orange color and is underlined. Oh, yes, there is no charge. Yes, yes, please. Thank you. Just give me a minute. Yes, Charlie, let's start. Yeah. Thank you. I just forgot to switch it on. Okay, so the word that I want to insert here is in orange color and is underlined. Now, this is a specific format. Who defined it? Why it is coming in orange color? Why it is not coming in green? Or why not in blue? So basically, this formatting feature is by default, something is set. And if you want, you can make the changes there. Like say, for example, I'm again now going to tracking, opening the dialog box, advanced options. Now here's the insertions. See the format which is already set here. For insertion, the format is underline. Okay. For insertion here, the color is set by author. So it is some kind of theme color or something. Because of that, it is coming. Now, suppose for insertion, I want this to be underlined and the color I want to set something else. Say, for example, I want to set it as, say, green. Fine. So this I have set. What I did for insertion, underline and green color. Okay. So now I click OK. Fine. So this change I have done and now see it has changed to green color and underline. Is this clear? Yes, I'm repeating this. Basically, right now, what I'm showing you is that the track changes by default appears in a specific format, which is the default format set while the installation of the software. Now, suppose you want that format to be changed or customized. So in that case, what you need to do, you can explore the available options by clicking on this button in tracking sections, review tracking section, and just you can open this dialog box. In this here, we have these two buttons, advanced options and change username. So change username will take you to that same screen, which I have shown you earlier to change the name and some other options if you want to make change. Advanced options here, we can apply different format changes to these changes, the editing that is done in the document. So here I'm just showing you one example. You can explore it later on your own because so many options are there. So in class, I'm just introducing you to the topic so that if you want, you can explore it further. So first one is insertion. So whenever any new word is inserted in the document, it will be, if the track changes option is used, it will be underlined and the color will be green. Okay, so suppose I want to make it italics also, italics. So I can take italics here and color. Suppose I want to make changes and I want to make it, suppose this turquoise color. So I can do that. So I have made only changes only for one option, that is for insertion, that whenever I insert a new word, it will come in italic and the color will be turquoise. Now I click OK. Okay, so now see, you can see this, it is now italics, in italics, and the color is turquoise. So this is how we can make these changes in the formatting of the editings. Now, also when you put your mouse pointer on this, you can see this, the name of the user is ABC. The date of change is 22nd October, time is 10:35, and inserted. What did I insert? B. The word is BEB. So this information is also available here. So with this, in this manner, you can review the changes that you are making. Also, if in your document multiple changes are there, so you can also click on reviewing pan, and on the left hand side or right hand side, you will get this particular tab. Pan. Here you can see, review the changes, and accordingly you can see. Right now there is only one change here, so that is why only one is listed. If there are 10, 10 will be listed. If these are edited by 10 different people, in that case 10 different username and their respective actions or editing, whatever they have done, those will also be listed here. So you can review those one by one, and accordingly you can check this. So it is very useful when you are working with the document. Multiple people are working on the same document at the same document. So, and there is maybe one or two reviewers. So in this manner, you can have better control on the editing of the document, and also you can have better clarity that who is making what changes, and accordingly you can check that. So you will be aware that who has made which change. Is this clear now? Please respond in the chat box. Rohit, is it clear? Or on these four things that I have discussed, if there is anything, please ask. Yes, Bharti Anuj, thank you. Rohit, I hope your doubt is also clear now. So this is about the main part of this review tab, mainly which I wanted to discuss, that is tracking and the changes, how we can handle this part. Next is general. Suppose I accept all the changes, and that's it. Acha. Next is we have some other things as well. If you want to insert a new comment, you can do it directly from here as well. Another thing is the spelling and grammar. If there are some mistakes in the spelling, suppose instead of text, I have written TEEXT. So in that case also you can see automatically it is underlined by red curved lines, right? These kind of curved lines. So you can right click on this. If you right click on these type of words, you can see it is giving you a suggestion for the correct spelling. It also gives you an option that you can ignore it, or if you want, you can add it to the dictionary. Maybe it's a new word that you are trying to write in your document, so you can choose add to dictionary also. And then some other hyperlink as well. Shortcuts are there, like if you want, you can create a hyperlink or a new comment on this you can write. Suppose I am writing, I'll make certain more mistakes here in the document. So you can see these three words are coming in underlying through red color marking, or it is an indication that there is some spelling mistake in this. So you need to recheck. So now I can click on spelling and grammar. So when I click on spelling and grammar, see it is on the right hand side, it opens this tab and it considers all those words which it is unable to understand as according to its own English dictionary, and so it is asking you to review those. Okay, so right now see here one mathematical formula. Previously I was showing you here how to write a plus b whole square. So right now you can see this a plus b is coming in this way, showing it as if there is a spelling mistake. So you can see this, there are certain suggestions and some wonderful interesting suggestions also comes like alba, ambo, and all these. So it might be sometimes a good read uh, for the suggestions that it gives us. And you can try to make some correction to this also. See, when we put a space bar, generally it is able to accept it. Okay, you can see this, it understood that it has removed it from its list. Acha, next it has come to this particular one. Close this, and once again I'm going to this. Now see the next one. Yeah, here it is. So you can see etc, it is not able to understand what is etc. With this there should be a dot because it's an abbreviation, it's for etc. So that is why it is giving you a suggestion here, and then accordingly it is giving a suggestion etc dot should be there, or maybe there is some other word suggestions are there. If you want, you can accept those. So I can suppose I want to accept this change. So I can click on change. It will make the changes at the current position only on the selected word. And if I click on change all, suppose in the whole document, wherever etc is written, I want that to be replaced with etc dot. So in that case, I can click on change all. So in the whole document, wherever it is, it will replace those and correct it. Now for this TEEXT, which I did just now in front of you, so you can see it is giving me a suggestion that it should be TEXT. Okay, and suppose I want this to be accepted. Okay, I don't want to change it to TEXT, but I want to say that this is representing a special type of content, and so it should be excuse me. Yes. So suppose this one I do not want to change. So there are two many choices we have. One, we may want it to be added to the dictionary. In that case, we can click on add. So it will add it to the dictionary, and whenever we type EEXT, it will not show any error. Or maybe it is not a very frequently used word. So just in this document I'm using. So there is no point in editing my dictionary, but let us keep it to the standard that it takes. So for the current document, I can click on ignore or ignore all. Ignore will remove the error indication or error mark from the current word. And if I click on ignore all, it will remove this error mark from all the occurrences of this particular word. Is this clear? So say I do ignore. So you can see it is removed from here. This also, suppose this I want to change. So I can change this. You can see it is corrected. For appear, suppose I want to ignore. So I can click on ignore. So and then it gives us a message that spelling and grammar check is complete. So we can, when it's completed, there are no more errors in this document. So it is not. Now it is showing. So if I click on this, so you can see there are certain buttons. Changes the editing or accepts the suggestions of MS Word for the current current occurrence of that particular mistake or that error. Change all will edit all the occurrences. Ignore will ignore only the current mistake or that indication, that red mark. Ignore all will ignore all the occurrences of that red mark on that particular word. And if you click on add, it will be added to the words dictionary on your system. And next time, whenever you type this, it will not consider it as an error. All right, so these are the different options that are available under spelling and grammar. And in this way, we can do the checking as well. Is this clear? Spelling and grammar, is this clear? Any question from that part? If there is anything, please post it. I think it's clear. No communication. Yeah, clear. Thank you. Acha, next is, so more or less all these important things we have discussed. Next is word count. If you want to see how many words in your document, so you can see it on the status bar as well. It is 7,690 words here. If you click on word count, that also will give you statistics about your page, about your document. Total number of pages 35, words these many, characters these characters with spaces 42,000 something, how many paragraphs are there, how many lines are there. So this is the statistics of your document, and it includes text boxes, footnotes and endnotes. You can remove that, so accordingly your count of words and these things will change. So if you are preparing a report, so in that case sometimes you need to keep a check of that as well. So those things also you can see. Okay. So for review tab, more or less, we have covered the points. Next, I am coming to the view tab. Okay. On the view tab, we have on the left hand side view, different type of views for your for our document. We have one is read mode. This is the full page read mode. You can see online books in this way we can read, right? So this is your read options. So here you can see all those editing multiple options are not there. These are just simply view money for reading purpose, the way the books are handled. So accordingly, that way it is showing you. Okay, and if you press escape button from the keyboard, it will take you out of that. The default mode in which we work is the print layout. Default mode in which we are working is the print layout. That is, if we take a printout, in that case, how our document is going to look like. So that is why when we are in print mode, you can see on the left hand side, right hand side, the ruler bar also comes, which tells us that how much margin will be there and so on. And web layout is if this page is placed or as a web page, we can save our Word document as HTML files or web page as well. So if you place it that way, in that case, how the page will look like. So if it is put on a website, in that case, this is how it is going to look like. So you can see that this is how it is going to look like. Accordingly, you can check these. Okay. Next is this ruler. If you want to enable the ruler, maybe by default the ruler is off in your system. So you can click on this to enable the ruler. Similarly, grid lines also. This grid lines sometimes are required for placing your content in more systematic way. So it is only for the work purpose. When you go to print, so you can see in the print preview that grid line won't come. Okay, it is only for arranging your document in that way. If you want, you can use this for placing your content in more structured way. So for that, if you want, you can use this navigation pane. From here, you can check. See, navigation pane is for headings. You remember we created heading using the styles tab. Heading 1, 2, 3, title, these things. So this table of content, accordingly, it has created this. This is also one way of navigation. So you can easily navigate it from here. You can also navigate it in page-wise manner. Okay, and what is results? Oh, any text bar. If you are searching for something here, suppose I search here for TEXT. See, in this document, how many these many times this text word has been used, and so all those occurrences it has listed here. So from here you can find and reach to that particular option. Suppose this one I want to check, so I can click on this. It will take me directly to that particular location. Okay, so you can see these are the different things. It is a kind of, this results is a kind of, you can say, find box. So it is just you will type the word or the sentence. So accordingly, it will give you the result. So it is showing you result 58 of 60. So total 60 times the word text has appeared in this document, and there are 60 occurrences, 60 results. So from there, I can find out the one that I want. So this is how we can use this navigation pane as well. These are the zoom options, different multiple pages you want to see. So this I was doing directly through this as well. If you may have observed, while showing you the document view, I have used this also, right? So how you want to see your document. Sometimes we want to see that when multiple pages I've created, after that how my document is looking like. So I can have a look at this in this way. Okay, so these are the things. The last thing that I'm going to discuss is about macros now. Little bit, a small, simple kind of macro we will create. So just tell me if there is any question. Screen not visible. Abhishek, for others, is the screen visible? Please respond. I hope my screen is visible to you. The screen sharing is on. Because if I stop sharing and redo, I don't know if it will disturb the live session or not. So can others please inform? Yeah, it is visible. Okay, so in that case, thank you. Abhishek, I think you can rejoin the meeting in that case. Maybe some problem from your end in the network connectivity might be. Okay, Acha, so we are about to complete the discussion on MS Word. I'm going to talk about now the macro creation. Meanwhile, I hope you have understood the topics. I will also give you a quick recap of the topics that we have discussed. And if you have any questions, please keep it ready so you can clarify those with me. So next I am coming to this macros part. This macro we will be doing in more details in Excel. Right now here, for some simple work, I'm going to just introduce you to the topic. Macros is basically to convert certain steps into a single step. Okay, so if something you are doing repeatedly, multiple times, while preparing your documents, and it's a regular job, a recurring kind of work. So in that case, instead of doing it so many times, you can convert it into a macro. So as and when required, you can just simply click on that macro button, or you can use that shortcut key. Automatically, the work will be done. Okay, so say for example, I want to create a macro to do some kind of formatting. Okay, so what I can do, view macros. Just click on view macros. First, I'm showing you the dialog box. So when you click on view macros, you can see there whatever macros are created in your document, all the macros will be listed. And if say I'm deleting all these, if suppose nothing is created, in that case, you will get a dialog box like this. See. Okay, so if nothing is created, you will get a dialog box like this, a blank one. Okay. So I click on create. Sorry, a macro name. First, I need to write. So say I'm writing, say M1. Okay, and I click on create. Not this. Sorry, it will take me to there. It is taking me to VBA screen. We are not doing any programming here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on macros and record macro. So I'm also writing the steps here, and I thought you'll get confused. Yeah. So here at the end now, I am going to write working with macros. Working with macro. Now, working with simple macro. Now here, you can see here all the headings I have written in a specific format, right? This is yellow highlight. Calibri is my font and the size is 18 and it is bold. Okay, these are the three formats that I have used. Okay, so I am going to convert this way of format in a macro. So whenever I'm writing a heading, I will not apply these three clicks, that is Calibri, size 18 and bold and highlight 4. But I will do it just with the help of a macro. I hope my target is clear. My question is clear. What I'm going to do, I'm going to create a macro which when applied on a selected text, it will always convert it into Calibri, size 18, bold and highlight with yellow color. Okay, so that is my question, which I'm going to do with the help of macro. So instead of 4 clicks, it should be done with a single click. All right, so that is my requirement. So now what I'm going to do, see carefully, view, macros, record macro. Okay, so I am going to do view, macros, record macros. Okay. Now, there I will have to give a macro name. I'm just broadly writing it here. You can also assign a shortcut key or create a button which will appear on the on this quick access bar. Okay, so whatever you want, you can apply that, and then your macro recording will start. Then whatever you do, carefully execute the steps to be recorded in macro. And then once all the things are done, click on stop recording. This is very important because many people start creating a macro, but they forget to stop recording. So please be careful with that. You must stop recording. Otherwise, your file may get corrupt and unusable later on. So please be careful with that. So now see what I am doing. See the steps I have written in front of you. So what I will do, select this. Take it now. On this, I'm going to apply. So macro, record macro. Just see macro name is macro 1. So if you want, you can change it. If you don't want, you can. It's up to you. So say I'm giving it as M1. And now see, we can assign macro to a button or we can create a keyboard shortcut as well. Okay. So say I'm creating a button. So I click on button. Automatically see, just creating this. Okay. So I can bring it. Okay, you can see this normal dot new macros dot M1. My macro name is M1. Okay, so you need to select this and click on add. Now this has come over here. This is showing the previous one, which I can remove later on. So I can remove it now also. Yeah. So can you see this now? This is the default icon for macro that is just showing a hierarchical, this classification like this. If you want, you can change the sign also, the symbol. So I can click on modify and you can see it gives us the list of symbols that we can bring over here. So I want to say anything that you want. Suppose I want to put a sign like, say, suppose this. Okay, so I choose this. Some flags here. Click OK. Now, can you see this? It is replaced with these 3 flags. Now click OK. And be very careful because now the macro recording has started. Can you see with the mouse pointer, a special icon has come. Right now, our macro recording has started. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this. I'm going to home. It is Calibri. So say I change the font style also. I'm changing the size to 18. I make it bold and I highlight this. Okay, so these are the things that I have done with the macro, and then I need to stop recording. So I again go to view macros, and here I can click on stop recording or on the status bar also we have this button. Can you see this square button? Please follow my mouse pointer on screen. this square button is also representing that right now macro recording is on. And if I click on this, it will stop recording. Okay, so I can click from here as well. So now the recording has stopped. Okay, so now it is done. Now, whenever I am giving a heading, wherever I want to apply, so it is done. And you can see here our quick access bar. This is the icon that has come. Can you see this? This three flags icon. Okay. So now suppose on this I want to apply. So I select this and I click. Can you see this? So now all those four clicks I'm not doing. I don't need to remember my format and all those. I can just simply select it and just apply. That's it. It's done. Is this clear? This is how we can create a macro. A simple macro for formatting. That's why in the heading also I wrote that it's a simple macro for the formatting purpose. Okay, Rohit, I will repeat. Any other question? Anybody else? Please respond in the box regarding macro. If you can specify exactly which part you could not understand, maybe I will be able to clarify a little better. Okay, some are saying clear. Okay, so I'll just repeat it for Rohit once again. Maybe there are some more as well. So just repeating the process once again. In order to create a macro, we go to View, Macros, and here we click on Record Macro. Okay, now I'm just doing the steps. Fine. So macros, record macro. It will ask you for the macro name. So give a unique macro name. You should not be giving duplicate names. In that case, it will create money. It will give you raise an error. So give a unique name. We can assign it to a button or we can assign it to a keyboard also. So let me, okay, I'm repeating it. So I click on button. From here, see now it is showing normal dot new macros dot M2. So I need to click on add. So it will be added in the list. Click on this, and if you want to accept the icon as it is fine. If you want to change it, you can click on this modify button just to take some other icon to be assigned on this. Okay. So it is better if you can avoid giving the reserved icon. So say right now I'm taking this icon, this some multiple colored small boxes, and I click OK. Now the mouse pointer has changed. So now whatever I select on that, I am going to apply them. Whatever I do is going to apply, is going to be recorded in the macro. So I select this, I go to home. So let me try something different. So I am giving some outside border to this, and I am giving some background color to this. Okay, and font color. Okay, see background color black and font color is yellow. Okay, so this much I have done. And then I again go to view macros, stop recording. So my macro is done. Here also I have, so sometimes I may need to put something in this manner. So I select it. Let us see if it is working properly or not. Just see, but it is not taking that yellow color here. So let me tell you one thing, that macros is basically more or less the options we had include many different type of formatting we apply. However, there are certain formatting which by default the system may not accept, because against it some codes are already written. So here we are not doing programming. So sometimes it may happen that one or two format is not working. So that you have to, in that case, check. Let's see here, it is not taking that yellow color here front. So here I applied, but it is not taking it here now. So maybe one or two, this thing may not work. Okay, so this is how we can create a map. No, in macro, we can do a lot of different things. Yeah, format painter here I have done. in Word, but lot of different things we can do. In fact, we can create our own small functional modules also in macro using VBA coding. So here in Word, I am showing you just very simple thing. In Excel, we will see that using macro, how we can do calculations as well. Okay, so in Excel, we will explore it a little more. Okay, right now, whatever I have done, it is related to formatting. Yes, that is true. But macro is a very, very powerful feature using which we can create our own customized functions and do the things. In case of Format Painter, also the next time when you try to apply, you have to select it. Maybe let me try this. I'm taking Format Painter here and then I'm applying it on this. So I have to do it in this way, or we can do it with the help of these buttons that I have created. But we can do a lot of more complicated things as well using macro. More in detail, few more things we will explore while working in Excel. So with this, more or less, whatever is in your Word syllabus, I have covered. So is this okay if there is any question? These are the topics that we have discussed. So just see. And yes, we have done macro also. So I did not write it there. So let me write that view tab we have done. So I'm giving you a few minutes. So please check if you want to ask anything, whatever we have discussed from there. View, zoom, and close we have done. So these are the things that we have done, which are marked in yellow here, highlighted in yellow, the cells. Those are the things more or less we have discussed. There are many things I could not write everything here, but more or less these are the things we have discussed, highlighted mainly. We have done 5. This also we have explored. Okay, so you can keep a screenshot of this also for your reference. There may be few more things. There are actually few more things, but these are the mostly the main part that I have covered. So if there is any question, please inform, put it in the chat box. Then I will start with MS Excel. Right now, I'm not doing any revision on this. Maybe after Excel or sometimes in between, we will do some revision session also. So that time we can do. I think right now, whatever we have explored, you need to work on it, practice that. And once you do that, you may come up with some maybe specific questions. So I'm giving you that time. So maybe some other day, we can do the revision part. We will be doing that as well. So whatever we are discussing, we will have a recap of that also in some other later class. So it is 11:12. Just after 3 minutes, I will start with Excel. So meanwhile, if there is anything, you can ask. Right now, assignments means could not get your question, Simon. Can you please write it clearly? To combine merging two documents, this we did in the beginning, how we can include the content from some other document. In the very beginning, I have shown you how you can insert the content or bring the content from some other document. This we did. Like you can go to insert and from here you can get text from file. And here you can choose the content from some other file if you have, like say test data, I insert it and that is inserted. So this is not using the OLE option, but it is just bringing it from some other file. So you can bring it like this. And if it is some another Word document, in that case, you have to bring it from object and then do not include that link. Don't do that. So you can work with it. Okay. Regarding assignment or exam, I think the office will update you. Right now, I do not have information about it, Keshav and Simon and others as well. So I think office will connect it with you. You can ask office about this, or if I get information accordingly, I will inform you about that. Okay, anything more? Okay, so now let us start with Acha, just last thing, how to save your files. So you can go to File, Save or Save As. I have shown you earlier as well. Right now, I'm just going to show you certain options. Under this, we can save our file in different ways. Like you can see, if you are creating a file with macro, okay, in that case, we have to save the file as macro enabled document. If you don't do that, in that case, your macro that you have created will be lost. Okay, so if you have macro in your file, you must save the file with the extension as file type as macro enabled document. This one is the old format of MS Word. Next is you can save your file as a PDF document also. And also you can save your file as MHT format or the web page like HTML format. So this also you can consider a single web page or a web page. So, okay, so these are the different formats that you can use for saving your document. So right now, as I created certain macros in my document, so that is why I click on Word macro enable document. Okay, so I save this so that it will save my file as macro enabled file. Okay, now when I come to this, can you see this icon, this macro file name? And now see earlier the simple plain file had this kind of icon. But when it is macro enabled file, you can see along with that icon, there is very small tag or this kind of thing has come. The small square box, this represents that this file has macros. Okay. Also in the type, if you check, just see, it's a simple Word document, but this is a Microsoft Word macro enabled document. Okay, so just be a little careful. If you are working with macros, in that case, you have to save your file as macro enabled file. Okay, now I am going to now close this MS Word now, and we are going to start with Excel. Anything more on this? So shall I start with Excel? Just a quick response in chat will be good. Let's start with Excel. If you all are working on laptop with me or with on system, so you can now close Word and start open Excel, MS Excel file. Is this okay? No more questions, right? Yes, thank you, Anuj. So please open MS Excel in front of you. So I close this file now and coming to Excel. So once you open a new Excel file, first when you open it, Open the app. And what it will do, it will open a file like this in front of you. And I guess more or less all of you are working with this Excel files, right? So still I'm giving a very brief and quick introduction. There is no harm in revising the basics, right? So quickly, a quick recap of this whole thing. Maybe some of the things you will find new. So basically, the first thing that Excel opens is a Microsoft workbook. Okay, so we are working with the Excel workbook, and that is why the default name of your file is book one. Please see my mouse pointer on screen, book one, Excel. Okay, right now the file is not saved. It is always recommended that whenever you are working with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, always save your file and then continue to work, because it doesn't save it automatically. Maybe some, yeah, but that auto recovery and those options are there, but it is always better to save your file and then continue to work in that. So this is a workbook. So Excel file is known as workbook. Excel file is actually a workbook, right? And in MS Word, we have, in MS Word, what is it? In case of Excel, okay, let me write it like this. Yeah, file is workbook. And in case of Word, the file is a document, right? In case of Excel, we are actually working on pages, but actually it is also known as worksheet, which is quite big than a page. One worksheet may have multiple pages. In case of Word, we are working on pages, right? We are working on pages. Fine. Excel here, the structure of the file. This word is basically used for documentation purpose. And in this case, Excel is used for mainly handling data, data handling, maybe numeric, non-numeric, and in handling the data in tabular format. So that is the main purpose of it. So when the quantity, the size of data is huge, it is huge. In that case, we prefer to use Excel and not Word. Not Word is basically for simple documentation purpose, nothing more than that. Okay. Mainly Excel is used for numerical and statistical calculations. So numerical and statistical data handling, calculations, formulas, those things we can use here. And in case of Word, obviously, these things we cannot do. It is simply the purpose of the software is documentation. So that defines in itself that these things cannot be done here. Okay, so as it is showing it into a tabular format, that is why the whole worksheet is divided into row column format, and we put our data in cells. So you need to understand these two things specifically. So as you can see in front of you, you are having a working screen here. A, B, C, D, all these are the columns. And on the left hand side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. All these numberings are simply your this thing, rows. Now, press shift and okay. Uh, it's not, he is not working right now here. Anyway, so suppose here I want to, when I'm working on this sheet, as I type, you can see it is showing me it in default set, default size and font and all this. But suppose I want to increase the font size and the format of the whole worksheet, because I'm working in this online mode and you are viewing this on screen. So I want this to be in little bright, bold way and in a bigger size. So what I can do, either I can, whatever I type, I can select it and do it like this, or I can click on this corner option. Can you see this? If I click on this, it is selecting the whole worksheet at once. Now here, whatever format I apply, that will be applied on the whole worksheet, and I don't need to do it manually for each and every cell. Now, wherever I type, that same format will be applied here. Okay. Next is, suppose here this size, this one you can see here, data handling tabular format. However, the whole content is not appearing within the cell because of the column width. So I can click at this junction point, double click on this, and it will occupy the maximum space of a cell, money content. Accordingly, it will set the column width. Similarly, for rows also, we can do it like this. We can increase or decrease this. So these are the basic handling part. Okay, I hope this is this much is fine. This basics is okay. Yes, Abhishek, there is a syllabus. So more or less, I'm following the syllabus that you have. So accordingly, in your syllabus, whatever is there, I will try to cover all those within the given time. Okay, so this basics discussion is fine, I hope. So I move on to now gradually to the next part. So now also we need to understand that how we are writing the content in this and how do we handle the cells. Now, these are the columns, right? And these are the rows. Okay? And these boxes are representing cells. Now, when we type something in cell, like say I am writing here, these whatever I wrote, can you see? I hope you observe that all these things are coming on the left hand side. I have not applied as such specifically formatting features except just the bold and the increasing the size of the font, isn't it? So I did not apply anything else. So whatever I am typing, that is only coming in bold and increased font size. Nothing else I have applied. So whenever I type something, it is coming on the left hand side. However, now if I write here this number, by default, it is coming on the right hand side. So what we understand from this is text is left aligned by default, right? And numbers are right aligned by default. All right. So if you are typing a text, it is coming on the left hand side. Just see, I'm increasing the size. These are left hand side coming automatically by left hand side. But if I type a number, it is right aligned. It comes on the right hand side. Fine. However, this is the default alignment. However, if we type something, if we want, we can always select it and we can always apply the formatting and accordingly it will come. It will come. Now, for the cells in Excel, we can apply two type of formatting. Okay, so formatting, regarding the formatting part, two type of formatting we have. One is text formatting, all right, and another one is cell formatting. Okay, so two type of formattings we can apply here. One is text formatting, other one is cell formatting. Like say, for example, here I'm typing something. Suppose I write Excel. I type Excel. On this, I'm making something. These things are there. Say font color I'm applying. I'm increasing the size. Sorry, no fill hona chahiye. And I'm aligning it in the center. So this is text formatting. Okay. Now, in the next cell, again I took it. Now cell formatting. What is cell formatting? Now I increase the height of the row. Now you can see here the content is coming by default left align and bottom. Now I can change this kind of alignment. Okay. I can fill it with some color. I can also apply some kind of border to it. I can also apply some kind of maybe line style or something like this. So wherever, whatever I select, all these things will be coming. You understand? So this comes under your cell formatting part. Okay. So whatever I select accordingly, these things will be coming. Okay, so these things comes under cell formatting, and on the font, whatever we apply, those things comes under font formatting. Okay, so as per your requirement, you can apply all these different type of cell formatting. I hope you understand this. Okay, these are the some of the basics about the formatting part. So we did this. So this is about, I hope these things, I don't need to tell anything on this. Okay. So these are the font formatting. Just now we have done it in Word. So all these different options you can explore, you can try out. One thing is orientation. This you can explore in case of Excel. Like see this heading, I want it to appear in different ways. Like see, I hope you can see this. You understand this, right? So although it is appearing in the slanted way, but this is the cell. So here, if I write something, say word, this on this it is not applied, but if I apply this, it will come on this. Okay, so these are the different type of some alignment setting. This you can check, see. Okay, from here also you can control it. How much it will be indented or not, or what it will be. So those different things you can try, you can set. You can see this, right? So sometimes we have large number of columns, and the content of the column is just simply numbers. So in that case, just see, we can put these side by side and just we can write the numbers, right? So that heading is also visible, and we can also do our work in this way, isn't it? So that makes this kind of formatting easier to represent. However, if we keep this orientation normal, um, when a normal like this, so in that case, we need to increase the column width like this to make it presentable properly. So for these purpose, this kind of work, sometimes we apply this vertical or different orientation formatting. Okay, so it is up to the requirement. If you need, you can apply these as well. So you can see how much space is saved here in this manner. Okay. So these are some of these alignment options and this part. Next is, sorry. Sometimes like I can write, say, assignment details of the given topics. Say I write this. Okay. So in this particular cell, I wrote something which is going beyond the money. It is reaching to the next cell. Now in the next cell, if I write something, suppose I'm writing here morning, and see, now I'm not able to see what was written. Earlier the cell was blank, that is why it shows the full content. But if it is occupied, in that case, it is not showing it. So I can click on wrap text and see here how it is coming. So in that given area only, it will try to adjust, break it into multiple lines, and will show you the content. Okay. So this way you can handle these kind of content. So this kind of formatting also number of times are required. And so we can try to use all these. Okay, so whenever whatever report data you are presenting, always it should also be in presentable format. So these are some of the basic formatting things that sometimes we require a lot. Okay, so about font alignment, if you click on this, you get the detailed options. So from here, there are multiple options available, and we will be working more with this first tab. Right now, I have told you about this alignment, font, border. These also we have used in case of Word as well, and in Excel also. Quickly, I have shown you, and fill option directly. We are using it from there or from here as well. You can try it. Okay, so these four at least you can explore further and practice. Okay, so I proceed with the next thing. Is it okay? How that red line came? Okay, you understood. Fine. Yeah. All right, so is it okay? Some basic recap of these formatting things and all. Okay, so I go ahead with the cell addressing part now. Because these things you need to know, otherwise you will not understand how the formulas are written, how the addresses are considered and built and those things. So that is why those things we need to discuss. So is it okay up to this? Yes. So now I'm going for the cell addressing, right? So now when I refer to assignment, suppose instead of details, I am writing marks. Okay, suppose a quick recap or something of some small assignment was given and some marks of these things have been the students have got. So suppose here I'm writing some marks obtained 40 and here it is CA 48. Okay. So I'm writing out of 50. Something like this. Okay. Now, this 40 is representing what? This is a marks. And if I want to refer to this particular data, what I need to do? I need to know the cell address. Okay, if I want to use this for any work, any kind of calculation, or if I want to even bring it to some other worksheet also, I need to refer the data with the help of cell address. So in Excel, as a rule, you should always remember that certain things you must always keep in mind. That is, you must not, or I'm just writing it here, avoid using direct data values. Always use cell address as far as possible. Okay, so whenever required, it is always, you should always avoid using direct data values and always use cell address. So what is cell address? Cell address means it's a combination of column name and the row number. Column names are these alphabets A, B, C, D, E, F, and row numbers are these on the left hand side. Okay. So right now the cell address for this first one is what? It is E column. So E, and this is row number 50. So cell address for 40 is E50. So that is the cell address for this particular cell. Okay, so for this particular cell, my cell address is E50. Fine. For this second cell address for this particular cell, my cell address is what? E60. Okay. So if I want to bring this data anywhere else, okay, suppose I need to copy this data in column K. I need this data in column K. What should I do? Tell me. In chat box, I need this data. Can you see this? What I have selected? E14 till E16 I have selected. I want this data in column K in the same rows at that position. Okay. So I want this data over here. So what should I do? Should I do Control C and Control V? Copy paste? Please give me suggestions. What should I do? I want to copy this data. I want to bring this data from which is present in column E. I want to bring this data also in column K. What should I do? Any suggestions? Please reply in the chat box. Yes, what should I do? Please answer this. What should I do for it? I want the data which is present in column E, E14, E15, E16. I want to bring it also in K14, K15, K16. So what should I do? Should the pasted cells be in the same formatting? Is equal to cell reference. Very good, Khushbu. Thank you. Yes, there are multiple options. Like I can do this Control C and I can bring it in the target column and put as Control V. I did it in J intentionally. Okay, this is one way. However, if here instead of 40, I change it to 41, see, this is not changing, right? So copy paste is not a very good option. And also what I said, avoid using direct data values. This is direct data value, right? Straight away, the value is just मैंने copy pasted, it's a direct data value. Use cell address. So what should I do? I need to write equals to and use the cell address. Can you see this? What I did? I just wrote equal to sign and clicked on the my source cell. So just see equals to E14. Press enter. So this has come. Now, if I can drag this, just see my mouse pointer. This is black pointer. I can simply drag it down and see now these data has come. Okay, formatting won't come, but the data will come. So if any formatting, any other formatting you want to apply, either you can use that format painter option or you can do it manually one by one. Now, the interesting thing is I do wrap text for it. Now see here, if I make, now please refer to these two cells. Okay, I'm making it in black color so that you can see it to make it just a little more prominent. So now see here, instead of 41, I'm writing now 50. You see, can you see automatically this has changed? Instead of 48, I'm making it 35. See, can you see this now? So you can see here the changes are occurring automatically, but in this case, as it was copy paste, it is not updated. Okay, is this clear? You can see this, right? So equals to cell address I wrote. Is this okay? Yeah, control C, control P नहीं होता है दिवाकर. It is control C and control V. V is for paste. That is for the shortcut key for copy and paste. Control C is copy and control V is paste. Okay, so is this clear with the cell address what I did? So in Excel, as a single worksheet is capable of handling thousands of data items. All these are, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. And every cell is representing a data item. So as Excel can handle, Excel sheets are capable of handling thousands of data items. That is why always avoid using direct data values. There is a concept of raw data and derived data. So in this particular case, when we are storing the raw data, that should be at one place, and wherever we are doing any calculation or where we are reusing that data, that should always be done with the help of cell address like this. So that whenever there is a change in data, we know that we need to make the changes only in the raw data sheet, not in the derived or that part or calculations. We don't need to do anything at all anywhere. Okay. Once we make the changes at the original position, raw data, automatically all the connected cells will be updated automatically. We don't need to bother about it. This can be done or may have been used 20 times in this worksheet. Okay, so I don't need to update at 20 places. I just need to update it at one place. Automatically, all the calculations, all the connected cell addresses will get updated automatically. Okay. Formatting, Anuj, we can do separately. It is better to use maybe format painter for doing it because when you are doing control C, control V, there you can do it with formatting. There are a special option and from there you can do that. But that is a very specific requirement. Right now, I'm talking about the data handling part. That is, if this data I need at some other place for some other calculation, for some other work, we always should connect it with the help of cell address. I hope this much is clear. Now, if I need this particular data in another worksheet as well. Okay, so here I have talked about the raw data and master data. We also call it master data. And then we have the concept of derived data. Okay, so or you can also call it transaction data. Maybe you are aware of these terms, master data and transaction data. So this is representing master data and this is representing any other place wherever I am again using or reusing that. It is representing the transaction data part. All right. Is this concept clear? Is this concept clear? Now, the next part is, suppose the same data, I want it in another worksheet. Okay, so let me rename this. Acha, suppose this sheet I want to rename, like say I want to rename it. So what I can do, just right click on this tab, sheet name tab, rename. And here I want to set what should I say? Key points. Okay, key points. When I sum of the points, meanwhile, whenever I feel like these are certain important things that you need to keep in mind, so those I can list over here. Okay, so I just bring it. I want to bring it as a first sheet, so I can just simply hold it. Can you see my mouse pointer? I have hold it, right? My mouse pointer, I'm dragging it to the beginning. So this way we can change the sequence. Okay, so now this is my sheet 1. I want to bring another worksheet in my file, so I can just simply click on this plus sign. A new worksheet will be inserted. Okay. So on this new worksheet also, I want to increase this a little bit, and I want to apply this format for the whole worksheet. Fine. Now, this data I want to bring in sheet 3 also. Now, what should I do? In the same worksheet, when I want to use it, what I did, I have done it like this, right? Equals to cell address. Take. Now, I want this in sheet 3, this sheet. In my case, sheet 3. What should I do? Can somebody answer it? Can someone answer it? I want to bring the data from sheet 1 to sheet 3. Divagar, please refer to the syllabus. I will stick to the syllabus and will try to cover the maximum number of topics that I can within these days. So please now answer me how we can bring the data in another worksheet. Please answer it quickly. Because when you answer, I get the idea that you are participating, as well as I understand if you know these things or not, because accordingly I can take that. Yes, cell reference from different sheet also equal to symbol with the cell address. Equal to symbol, yes, Sanjay. Equal to symbol with the cell address, we do it on the same worksheet. Okay, but I want to bring it on sheet 3. So here, if I write say equals to, and I am writing, sorry, what is that sheet name? Address E14. So here, if I write equals to E14, will it bring? It will not bring. Why? Because it will refer to the current worksheet. Okay. So what we need to do when we want to share the data across the worksheets, it is on the same worksheet. When we are just giving equal to sign and the cell address, it is referring to the current worksheet. If I want to do it on a different worksheet, I need to write equals to sign. I need to write the sheet name, exclamation mark, and then I need to write that cell address. So it means prefix your cell address with the source sheet name. Okay. Prefix your cell address with the source sheet name. So it is sheet 1, exclamation mark, and the cell address. Now see. Okay. If I drag it, just simply see. Understood? If I want wrap text and those features, I need to do those manually. I can apply different formatting also on this. Is it fine? Okay. So what I did, equals to sheet name, exclamation mark, and the cell address. This is what we need to do. Fine. Achha, there is another way of doing it. That is, I can write equals to sign. I can click on the money instead of typing. I can click on the source sheet. I can select the cell address. You can see on the formula bar, this is called formula bar. On the formula bar, this is coming, right? Okay, I can press enter and it's done. Okay. So this is also possible. We can do that as well. Now, just when you are going to select your worksheet with mouse, you have to be little careful. Just I'm showing you one very common mistake that happens when we are working with formulas and taking the data from different worksheets with the help of mouse. I click equals to sign, click on sheet 1, I select the cell, take it. So it is sheet 1 exclamation mark E15, right? Now I come back to my sheet. Now can you see this? The sheet 1 has become sheet 3. You understand? So your mouse click is very, very important in this case because your mouse pointer is representing your current sheet or current location, right? So if you click on some other worksheet, that sheet address will come. Okay. So in that case, see, it is not able to show you the correct content. And when you are working with formulas and many things, sometimes it really becomes difficult to locate the error position. So that is why be very careful when you are taking the reference, selecting the cells from different worksheets with the help of mouse. It is easy, but you just have to be a little more vigilant. Equals to sign. Select the target money or source worksheet, select the cell address, and then just press enter without moving your mouse pointer unnecessarily here and there. Money without clicking on unnecessarily on other locations, because right now your cursor selection is very, very important. Is this clear? So that's a very common mistake people do. So that is why I'm doing it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next is, so this is how we can select the data or connect the data on the same worksheet as well as on different worksheets. Now, it is 11:50. Okay, now next part is, so we have done sharing data across worksheets. So basically, I'm just discussing the concepts. So with that, actually, we will be working with different formulas and so on. Now, next, what I'm going to do is about the cell addressing techniques. So you also need to know about these terms. That is, one is called your three type of cell addressing techniques are there. One is your relative cell address, which is the by default your addressing technique. Next is absolute cell address. And the third one is mixed cell address. Although mixed cell address exists, but generally it is used for very, very specific purpose because by default when required, by default it is applied. I'll show you how. So now, say these data are here. So let me just put it somewhere else so that I can move the cells up. Now, so what I am trying to do now here, say I want to calculate, this is out of 50, so I want to calculate it out of 100. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to apply some kind of, say, I have to multiply it by 2, so that will be out of 100. Simple for calculation, so I give equals to sign. I can select this and I can give a multiplication sign, that is star, and type 2. You can understand this, right? So this is relative cell addressing. Okay. So what I did, I just selected the cell address into just whatever calculation I want, whatever formula I want to build, that I can give. It's simple. Okay. Now, on this, suppose there is some bonus marks for this particular candidates. Okay. Now, this bonus marks is what? This bonus marks is bonus of, say bonus marks is what? I'm writing it here. Say bonus, say I replace it with this. Yeah. Say this is the bonus marks, and this bonus marks is, say on this particular, say topic, first topic is suppose 20. And suppose 5%. So 5% bonus marks. Okay. So we need to calculate the bonus marks for this particular candidate. So what I need to do equals to this into, I can select this. Tick. So I can select this, press enter. So this is 4.1. Now, when I drag it like this for the second candidate, so you can see it is coming as E16 into 2. Now, when I drag it like this for the second candidate, now it is coming as 0. Why? Because in this case, my F24, F20, what is it? F24 is this cell into F16. Now in F16, do I have anything? No, nothing is there. So for this, my cell address should have been F15 because it has this bonus percentage available for all the candidates, suppose. So I want to apply that F15. So when we drag a formula like this, what happens? It copies the pattern of the formula. So E15 is becoming E16 here. Okay. E15 is becoming E16 here. So this is called relative referencing. Okay? E15 becomes E16. But in this particular formula, F23 should become F24. But my bonus percentage, which is present in F15, should be fixed. Okay, so in that case, what we need to do is we need to prefix the cell address with a dollar sign to make it absolute. Okay, now if I drag this formula, in that case, my cell address F23 is becoming F24, but F15 is as it is. It is not changing. Okay, so as it is not changing, it will do the right calculation and will give me a 5% bonus incentive or bonus marks on that. Okay, so this type of referencing technique is called absolute cell address. There are many situations when we are applying some kind of rate or something in the formula, which we don't want to change with every item. Suppose there are a price of the item and 5% discount is applicable on all the items. So in that case, as I have mentioned here, I hope you remember this, avoid using direct data values, always use cell addresses as far as possible. So in that case, if we want to use it with the help of cell address, in that case, this point, this cell address should get changed, but this cell address should remain fixed. This should not change. So in that case, we have to make that cell address absolute. Absolute means when we drag the formula, that cell address will always be same. It will never change unless we are doing it manually. Okay, so this type of cell addressing is called absolute cell addressing. Am I clear? Is this part clear? Yes, Nitika. If we make changes in sheet 1 somewhere, like say this 41, I'm making it say 47. Now see, at 3 places the changes will occur. This 47 will bring change in this out of this calculation and bonus. Also in sheet 3, the changes will occur. Okay, so I press enter now. Now see, can you see this? Automatically it is updated. This is also updated. This is also updated. And I go to sheet 3. This is also updated. This is also. So that is the reason. This is the reason for which now, as I am having few simple calculations here where all these cells are connected to each other, you can see the impact everywhere. Automatically it is updated. Manually, I don't need to bother about this. Also, suppose this bonus changes, this 5 changes to 3. This also may happen. As it is connected with the help of formula, I don't need to go and make changes in the calculation sheets or calculation zone, but I just need to make changes at that cell address. See, automatically it is updated. So that is why we should always avoid using direct data values, always use cell addresses as far as possible. Is this clear up to this? Brinda, is this clear now? Absolute cell address means you need to prefix the cell address, that is column name and the row number, with a $sign. And that will fix the cell address means that whenever you drag it for some formula application, automatically the cell address will not change. See, you can see it here clearly. F23, F24. This is showing you relative cell address. However, F15, I have made it absolute. So even if I am dragging the formula, it will not get updated and F15 will always remain F15. So always it is taking that bonus percentage from the cell address F15. Is this clear now? Yeah. So Brinda has not replied yet. So up to this, so so this also we have done. So it's better if I take the format. Okay, simple formula, just simple thing also I have done, very simple one. But I hope that part also you all know. Okay. Change the pasted information. Will it change the original one? Yes, Shruti. Good. So here's a. Acha. Okay, you are asking pasted information means copy paste wala ya with the cell address. So here if I make it suppose 50. So will it change it? See, is it changing? No. Why? Because here it was the cell address of this. So I need to that concept which I said, master data, this is raw data and the derived data, the transaction data. So my master data can be only at one place. So if I want to make any changes, it should be only from that. Sorry. If I want to make changes in that case, that should always be done only at the master data place, not at the derived data place. Okay. Okay, Shruti. So reverse is not possible because we have not connected it in reverse manner also. Na? Raw data is at one place. It will go in one direction because raw data at one place, which we are using as multiple places for different calculations. Yeah. Okay, so just which I thought this much basics we have discussed. We have started with the topic. And so I stop here. So next class, we will be working with the further things. Okay, so I hope this much is clear. So please go through MS Word. If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay. Okay, so I stop here. Okay, thank you. Okay, is the Annapurna madam is here?
Oh, yes.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Annapurna madam, can we start next day, Friday's class at 10:30?
Just a minute.
Yeah, just please see so that we can tell the candidates also, if possible.
Okay, just a minute.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we'll inform you on WhatsApp.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I stop here. Acha, Ratna has posted one question. I'll just quickly take it if I can answer it quickly. I have done if a sentence is with no spacing in between, how to correct it? Yes, you can go to autocorrect and there you can, acha, with space. I've not tried it, so let us see in front of you only. I'll try. Sorry. I'll just try it if it's possible through autocorrect. So I go to File, Options, Proofing, Autocorrect, and here I'm writing AA, and I want to write it with A. Okay. So I add this. It is added. Click OK and OK. So here I write A space. Now see it is converted. Okay. So Ratna, it is possible and it is working. Fine. So you just follow the same words, same method. It will work. Okay. So I stop sharing the screen now. Thank you so much. Have a good day.